I'm trying to change the person I am. I'm getting older and older, but I just can't seem to change. Sometimes I delude myself into thinking I've changed, and then I'm brought back to reality. When I go through a breakup, when I'm in a tough financial situation, basically, when life gets challenging, I come to realize that, dang, I'm the same person. Why hasn't my self image changed? Now, if you struggle with that, the answer is therapy might help, but I'll give you something that might help you out today to give you some perspective. You're trying to change your self image. And when we try to change our self image to something that we see in the future, it is what we call an ideal. An ideal is, ideals rather, are never quite what we think they're going to be. So we visualize something in the future, when we get there, yeah, maybe we accomplished it, but it's never exactly what you thought it is. That's just the way life works. However, in order to get towards that ideal, well, you need to build up certain values. If we say the human body is made up of mostly water, then your self-image is made up of mostly values. And those are the building blocks that lead you towards that ideal self-image. The problem is when you find yourself going back to behaviors that unfortunately remind you that you haven't changed much, you're often not willing to admit that it is because you have not changed your values. You still value the things that you valued in the past. And it does not matter how many books you read. It does not matter how many people you talk to, or how much therapy you have, or how many courses, or how much you pray, or how much ayahuasca, bufo, and psilocybin that you do. If none of these things are changing the things that you value, then I am sorry to tell you that your self-image is quite unlikely to change. Well, why wouldn't I change my values? Why am I refusing to admit it? There are many reasons, but I'll talk about the main reason. The main reason that you are afraid to change your values is because of fear of success. No, 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 JK. I am not afraid of success. Trust me. I want success in my life. No, let me talk about fear of success for a moment, because a lot of people don't understand what it means. Fear of success is not fear of that perfect relationship. It is not fear of financial success or physical freedom or happiness or any of those things. Fear of success is a deep fear of no longer belonging. See, all of us are conditioned on a very primal, almost genetic level, well, a genetic level actually, to belong. To belong to groups, to families, to tribes. And this is so powerful. It is literally the conditioning that brought about the existence of your ego. And because of that, the ego always needs something to reflect off of. It always needs to be either, even if it's on its own, the ego cannot survive on its own without other egos around it. It is surviving based off belonging. Even if you feel you are alone, you are only alone, or you're only isolating yourself because there are other egos. But I won't get too deep into that. If you were to become successful, then you would no longer belong. And there is a lot of judgment. There is a lot of fear, including the fear of failure, as it is called. It is not that you're afraid to fail. It is that you are afraid to let other people open their mouths or see you and imply that you couldn't do it. Oh, there he goes. There she goes. She thought that she thought that she was too good for us. She thought that she couldn't belong. And she needs to belong. And you can't deal with that reality, or rather your ego can't deal with it. That is the biggest reason why you are afraid to change your values. But what you don't realize is that for every year, every moment that you do not challenge and change the values that you were conditioned to have, they become unconsciously, more deeply rooted in you. Because your unconscious mind is going to be paying attention to everything you're doing. You may fool yourself as much as you want, but the unconscious mind is always aware, always awake, even when you are asleep. And it sees you doing things, and it's just like, I don't care what you say, ma'am. I know what you truly value. And I will reinforce that over and over and over and over again. When something comes out of your mouth, but in your life, it is incongruent. What is happening, that repression is literally, not literally, but considered to be your unconscious mind taking it and going like, yes, you're trying to suppress it. Where are you suppressing it? You're suppressing it in the unconscious. It's like, give it to me. No, 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 no. But that's still you. That is still you on the inside. Over the years, you have a fat unconscious. It is fat with the values, that the things you truly value, excuse me. And of course, if on the surface you still desire different things, you have these moments of clarity where you're like, wow, why is it when there's adversity in my life, when I go through a breakup or something like that, all these extremely strong feelings come up, right? I thought I was cool. I thought I was open-minded. I thought I was this and that. No, that's not who your unconscious is. It keeps track of all your values. So if you want to change who you are, if you want to change your self-image, please start by identifying your values. Don't just sit your down and put pen to paper and write them down. Actually look at the things you value. And the truth is, you may end up feeling like a piece of as you do so. And that's okay. But some of you are also addicted to not looking like a piece because you think you're a good person. Nothing's wrong with you. I'm a Christian. I'm religious. I don't lie. I don't watch pornography. I don't steal. I don't murder people. I come from a good, all of that. All of it. You have to be willing to tap into the shadow and find out, where is that darkness inside me? Wait, I'm going too far. I gotta go to work. I'm just like running my mouth at this point. But I hope you guys found this helpful. I appreciate you guys. And I will talk to you guys later. If you have questions about this, drop them in the comment section. Bye.